Someone sent me this question about defining what a qualified person is. Now, it's going to be a little bit different at your site. You say you're at an MSHA site. MSHA does not have to follow the NEC or NFPA 70E. Now, you say part of your site is OSHA, where that might be a little bit different, but anyway, I'll do my best to try to clarify things. Right off the bat, NFPA 70E is not an OSHA standard. OSHA references certain things from NFPA 70E and enforces those things, but NFPA 70E is not an OSHA standard. Now, we do have some definitions. So in the 23 NEC for qualified person, one who has skills and knowledge related to the construction and operation of the electrical equipment. You can read that whole thing. Then in the 26 NEC, they tweaked it just a little bit and they added operation and installation of electrical equipment. In NFPA 70E, the definition for qualified person is someone who has demonstrated the skills and knowledge related to the construction and operation of electrical equipment. So you actually have to demonstrate that you know what you're doing, not just be trained and have your license, pass a test, demonstrate you know what you're doing. Now you might be saying, well, who do you demonstrate that to? Well, NFPA 70E is a standard for electrical safety in the workplace. So that's going to be the facility that you work at, your employer. In my case, I work at a DOE facility. We have to follow NFPA 70E. We have to have a certain qualification that shows we know how to follow this standard. Here are the definitions from the 23 and the 26 NEC of what a qualified person is. You can see it's someone who has the skills and knowledge, so someone who's gone through training. But again, if we look at the definition from NFPA 70E, it's someone who's actually demonstrated those skills and knowledge. They also need to be able to identify the hazards and reduce the associated risk, not just avoid the risk like the other two definitions state. If you have NFPA Link, which I strongly suggest anyone in the electrical trade gets, it'll give you access to every single NFPA publication. So for electrical, there's three main ones. There's NFPA 70, which of course is the NEC, we all know. There's NFPA 70E. You can see right here, I'm in the 24 version of 70E, that's the most recent. And then there's NFPA 70B, which is the maintenance. But if you go into NFPA Link, look up the definition in 70E for qualified person. I should also note that this definition is the exact same in NFPA 70B. But here's that definition that we just saw in the book. But the cool thing about NFPA Link is it's got this cool button called Enhanced Content. And if we click on that, it brings up a lot more information talking about a qualified person. Hopefully that helps you out. Like I said, it's going to be a little bit different where you're at an MSHA site. MSHA has their own rules and standards. I've never worked at an MSHA facility, so I'm not familiar with all their rules and standards. But I hope that helps you out. That's at least what the NFPA has to say about it. Also, like I said at the very beginning, if you missed that text, Corey with NFPA, if you go to NFPA's channel on YouTube, he made a video about this just recently.